Hello there! Once again, it's Anton from Anton Will Obey. Merry Christmas! And what says Christmas more than discounted toys and tons of them? I've been opening up a bunch of them as it builds up to Christmas. I don't have any under the tree. It's just been getting great sales lately. Ross is dumping stuff. Ollie's dumped stuff. Everybody's dumping action figures out for dirt cheap. And so I'm just picking up some stuff that looks good and is very inexpensive. This Power Ranger, $7.99 at Ross. This is an In-Space Blue Ranger. Comes with some sort of sled rocket glider thing. Not sure exactly what that is. I never watched Power Rangers in space, but I do love the uniforms from the show. As I've said before, I am not a huge Power Ranger guy, period. I do like Super Sentai a lot. Most of that is older stuff that I watch on Tokusatsu. However, these Lightning Collection Power Ranger figures are excellent. And I highly recommend it. Even if you're not really into Power Rangers, I picked up, it was the White Ranger, or the Lord Deccan, or something like that. White and Green Ranger, and fell in love with just the design. They are fantastic. And so, since then, man, if I see these at a good price, I'm gonna snag them. Get this guy out. Now, for the most part, the human heads mean nothing to me because I don't know the actors, don't watch the show. I always watch the Japanese versions of these things, and it's completely different actors. So, the American heads, I never really do much with, but he comes with him, and he does look pretty good. I also don't do anything with these effects. They always give me these effects in every single one, and I just don't care. I had like a gallon bag of these I sold because who wants all these things? There's just tons of them. You get a couple of fists or a couple of extra hands. You get a blaster, which I'm having a terrible time focusing now. Blasters are always painted good. You get this axe guy. Wow. Focus. Axe. Focus. I'm getting a lot of weird focusing problems with this tree. Anyway, on to the figure itself, which I like how, you know what? I pretty much like the hands that he comes with here. And he's a little bit stiff, which I am okay with, but I do want to be careful. I have never had one of these break on me, but there's always a first time for everything, and I don't want it to be with this one. I don't have a lot of blue Rangers. I have a crap ton of red Rangers, but the blue ones are just a little bit harder for me to get a hold of. This thing looks fine. As far as articulation on these guys, I've run through it before, but it is great. You get butterfly hinges, which there is some variation in the color on that, which if that kind of thing really bothers you, that might be a problem for you. But for the price and for the feel, I don't care. That little details like that don't really bother me. As long as the paint is clean and the faces are not all messed up and wall-eyed, I'm going to be pretty happy with it. And these guys come with butterfly hinges on the shoulder, which are big ones. You get a ball joint, you get an upper bicep cut, double jointed elbows, and a wrist rotation with a pivot. The heads are, well, it's a peg that swings back and forth with a dumbbell on one end, pops on. So, I mean, it's a hinged peg. So that's pretty nice. You get a pretty good ab wobble there, rotation. Plus, you get a killer ab crunch. All these have a killer ab crunch. And this is probably one of my, like the Red Ranger version of this is one of my faves. He just looks fantastic. And the movement is great. The belt is loose. You get a ball joint at the hip, upper thigh cut, double jointed knee, rotation at the top of the boot, and ankle rocker pivots. So these guys give you basically anything you could want for. And honestly, anything more than that, and you're starting to get way too many joints. There's a cutoff point to what's functional and good, and you can pass it. You don't need toe articulation on anything. That's just stupid. And you should never make it so that the hands move. That's a terrible thing. Don't ever make a figure like that. Let's see if I can get his feet. Let's go on these pegs. They're a little stiff, but it's good enough. And I'm not sure exactly what this thing is. It looks like a standing jet ski of some kind, but I'm sure it's for space travel. So we'll call it a spaceboard, whatever you guys call these things. But that's pretty much all I got. I don't have a ton to say about this guy other than he's a great price for a really great figure. He feels really good in hand. He's got great articulation. He comes with a pretty big accessory there. You know, if nothing else, I could say that. This box does come loaded for what you're paying for it. I think that's worth it, especially at $7.99. Anyway, that's my story. Thank you guys for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. Go get yourself some toys. Be a kid again. Catch you later. Bye.